Some of the biggest names in the Twin Cities come to this neighborhood in Northeast Minneapolis to boost their wardrobe. This week on the Refresh Network, we caught up with Danny and Kenny King. They are the twin brothers behind King Brothers Clothiers. Now, they can fit you for a custom suit like nobody's business, and as we learned, it's all a reality thanks to a giant leap of faith.
If we're going to make this work, you got to commit to it 100%.
So I felt like I had to put a suit jacket on just to keep up with you guys.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much for welcoming us in to your space. As you look around here, what does it mean to you guys to just actually have a space to do this thing that you love?
We still find ourselves at the end of the day or in the morning when we come in and are making coffee, before anything starts, we'll still find ourselves being like, I can't believe we do this for work and that we're able to have a spot that's so cool to come.
6 years ago, Kenny and Danny partnered with former Twin Cities news anchor Don Shelby to start a line of ties called the Shelby Knot Collection. That connection with the world of fashion, something that as twins has been there subconsciously since an early age.
That was the thing that set each of us apart from the other. People would identify what we wore with our identity. Really early on, subconsciously, we had ingrained in us that what you wear communicates a message.
Clothes was one thing that was like, nope, like this is my side of the closet, this is your side of the closet, because our identities and our images were wrapped into those clothes.
After working on the Shelby Knot collection, the two started dabbling in the custom clothing business. Juggling separate careers at the time, Kenny and Danny decided to go all in on King Brothers Clothiers after a conversation with a mentor of theirs in the clothing world.
And he was actually the one who told us, he was like, listen guys, I think you need to quit your jobs. Like you're at the point where you're doing these two things, and if you don't leave the safety net, you're never gonna make it work in the way that you want to. He told us that and we were like, wow, we've never had somebody tell us straight up, like, quit the thing that pays your bills and has benefits.
But that leap into the unknown sure seems to have paid off. The King Brothers are now dressing many prominent figures in the Twin Cities, like Byron Buxton of the Minnesota Twins and Karl Anthony Towns of the Timberwolves.
Karl Towns is one of those people where if you're a sports fan, you know who he is.
Right. So if you drink Gatorade, you know who Karl is.
We were actually the first people he ever met in Minnesota.
Is there a central kind of lesson that you guys would say that you have learned along the way?
Yeah, I think we made some assumptions along the way that would lead us to think that our success was contingent on other people. I think my biggest lesson was not necessarily that, well, we can do it all, just us, you know, you pat ourselves on the back, but we should never align ourselves so closely with other people that if they don't put their money where their mouth is, that we fail.
Your success cannot be contingent on others. It needs to be contingent on you and you alone.
We like to ask people this on the Refresh Network. We like to ask the question, the world needs more what?
I think the world needs more integrity. The world needs more people who are driven by that and not driven necessarily by who's gonna spend the most money and who's gonna help me make a name for myself and climbing to the top. I feel like if more people operated with the integrity mentality, then I feel like the world would be a better place.
Mine is along the same vein. I'm gonna say the world needs more doers. Just step outside your comfort zone. Just quit, you know, the job that doesn't make you happy and pursue the thing that you really want to do. I think just do it has a lot of different meanings and can be a way for people to really simplify what we've lived over the last 6 years and some change.
You can hear a lot more of their story in their new book. It is called The Image Advantage. They also talk in there about why they say our image is often our most overlooked asset. Thank you so much for tuning into the Refresh Network. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and we will see you soon.